Hello viewers, tonight we're going to be cleaning up the pellet stove, and then we're going to clean up some stuff in the kitchen and maybe vacuum the floor in here or something. But anyways, I film everything, so we're going to film that and maybe people will watch it. Who knows? So here's the pellet stove. I need to turn it on. It's getting kind of cold in the house. It's down to 68, which is too cold for this household. And we're going to clean it first. It's been a couple days. Last time I cleaned the stove, there was a problem. And the problem was there was a film on the window, not like a video, like a dirt film, and I couldn't get it off. I cleaned it initially with what I always clean it with. And when that didn't work, I tried something else and that didn't work. So I ended up having to actually scrape it with a razor to get it to come clean, which was very annoying. And I hope that does not become a regular occurrence. The only thing I can think of is I'm running cheap pellets right now. They're cheaper pellets. I'm using, let me go grab a bag of them. These are the pellets I was talking about, the Green Supreme pellets. I get these from the Home Depot. They're about $7 a bag, no sales tax. And they're okay, but they're not as good as the Hamer's pellets. But I'm afraid that I'm going to run out of pellets because last year I bought 3 tons of the Hamer's cold ones. And then I had bought a bunch of these to start. I want to say I bought maybe 15 or 20. And I ran out. A couple of things to consider about last year though. Number one, I didn't put the stove in at the beginning of the year because I started the year with the propane stove that came with the house. And when it got cold enough to the point where that just wasn't cutting it anymore, then I moved. I got the pellet stove instead because the propane stove was only working good until about like 50 or 40 degrees, and then it just was going through obscene amounts of pellets and it wasn't keeping up anyways. I had the pellet stove by Christmas time, so it had to have gone in before like late November. I know that much, but I don't remember exactly when. I could find out, but it's not that important. So I don't know when we started. I heated until June 26th, last heating season, which historically is way longer than normal. But with everything changing, maybe that's normal now. I don't know. We'll see. And the other thing to consider is it wasn't that cold last winter. We had a couple of days, or it was like -6 or whatever the heck it was. That was weird. But that was it. It was a pretty mild winter. So it's hard to say how many pellets I'm really going to need. But I bought the 3 tons of the Hamer's cold ones again. And I don't think it's going to be enough. So I'm starting the season with these. I have another 8 bags in the closet. Or actually, this is bag number 8. There's 7 bags left in the closet. Today is, I think, the 24th. So this will definitely get us through the rest of the month. This year, I'm keeping a log of how many pellets I use. So I used 5 bags before I started counting, and I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far. So I've used 9, 10, 11, 12. I've used 14 bags. So it's about a bag per 2 days right now, which is not bad. That's going to go up, of course, once it starts to get cold. So like for instance here on the 18th I put 2 bags in, and that lasted 4 days because it wasn't that cold. On the 22nd I put 2 bags in. It went down into the high 30s that night, and so I used a whole bag on the 22nd. So I topped it off on the 23rd. Today be the 24th. There's still a whole bag in the stove. So I'll probably just top it off anyway because I'm working on it. And that should get us through Actually, that might finish off the month because there's some 70s in the forecast for some reason. So we might not even need to fill it up again for the rest of the month. But anyways, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Home Depot and I'm going to grab another 16 bags of the Green Supreme and fill up the closet again. I put 16 in the closet at a time. And then I might go and get another 16 for the spring. Because we got to see, like, once it starts getting cold, it doesn't make sense to use the Green Supreme because I have to put the feet up so high to get the same heat. Because the Hamer's cold ones burn a lot hotter. So, like last night, it was, I think, 36 or 37, almost froze. And I had the stove on about 4 out of 6. So it was, you know, 2/3 of the way up. And it held, but if I had the Hamer's going, I might have only had it on about halfway. So there gets a point where you got to switch over because I'll just end up using a ridiculous amount of pellets. Even though these are cheaper, I think it would end up being cheaper to use fewer of the better pellets to, you know, at a certain cross point. Probably could figure it out, but I don't care that much. All I know is when it starts to get below freezing, I need the Hamer's pellets. So we'll probably can get through another several weeks with the Green Supremes. But I need to have a lot on hand because you can't buy them in the spring. You can buy them now, but once you get to March or April, they disappear, and then I'm out of luck. So I have to have enough stored up to be able to get through the spring if we end up with another freezing spring and I'm heating until July again. All right, so that's that. So on the window here, it's got dirt on there, which is normal. That usually happens. But will it just come right off? That's the question. Because usually, just a wipe with the cleaner. See, it's not coming off again. I think the film is there. I think we have the film again. If this becomes a regular occurrence, this is really going to annoy me. Yeah, we got the stinking film again. Well, let's see if it comes off. I'm going to spray it with, finna spray this with the surface cleaner and let's see what happens. I know the image is crooked. You're on the ash vacuum now. I don't feel like shrinking down a tripod. This is what I typically use to clean it. This is a glass cleaner. Technically this is for computers, but you know, whatever. Let's see if this comes clean or not. Well, that's not gonna work. Now, this is a quality video here. Good grief. Huh. Well, that time was good. That time it came right off. And I don't even care that it made a fool out of me, because the fact that it just cleaned up easy is just fantastic. There's some of that film on the bottom, but let's see. It seems like it's willing to just come right off, which is kind of weird. I wonder what the difference was from last time. Yeah, it just cleaned right off. What the heck? Yeah, usually it's the exact opposite. Usually things don't work when you turn the camera on, but this time, well, this time it worked. All right, that's cool. That's fine. If it cleans up that easily, that's fine. That time was good. Couldn't tell you why, but I don't care. As long as it cleans up, that's as far as I'm concerned. All right. I mean, this is really just cosmetic. It doesn't make much of a difference if this is clean or not. I just kind of like to be able to watch the thing operate, so I like to keep it really clean. And actually, I don't find that it gets dirty that quick. All the dirt that you saw in there was, I don't know, 3 or 4 days of operation, which is not bad at all. So, all right, that's good. I thought that was going to be a drag, but that was perfectly fine. Okay, hopefully that remains standard. Okay, moving on. I did put a new filter bag into the ash vacuum, and it did not make any difference whatsoever. Towards the end of last year, I noticed that the suction indicator kept going across when it wasn't full. And then I washed the filter, and I thought that had messed it up, but I guess not. So I don't know, something else is weird. It still works, so I'm just running it for now, but something seems a little wonky about it. Maybe the secondary filter needs to be changed or something. I don't know. My neighbor has the same one. I should go see how his works. If they both work the same way, then I guess that's just the way that it is. I don't recall if that's the way it was when I first got it. I don't think so, but I don't remember. Can you believe they advertised that vacuum as quiet? That's probably the loudest vacuum I've ever used. I always like to prime it with a couple of pellets so it gets going faster. You don't have to, but I just like to. I think it looks a little better. Okay. Stove is clean. That should be good for 4 to 5 days, even more if it doesn't get as warm as it claims it's going to. The new blower is a pretty cool startup sounds. Alright, so let's put a bag of pellets in. Why there's 3 knives over here, there should only be 1. It's excessive. Down about 1 peg. It's pretty much exactly full now. This time of year, if it's sunny and it's like 50 degrees or higher, I actually shut it off in the morning when I go to work, because this room will be like 70 to 90 when I come home if it's sunny. Even with the stove off. Well, I heard a pellet go flying over here somewhere. Jeez. That's not... I have a spare auger motor back here, which I might need soon. I've heard the auger make some funny sounds over the last couple of weeks. Not good ones. It's there when we need it. We'll swap it out anytime. Last year I kept this out on the side here, but I think I'd rather put it back here like this so it's out of sight. That's a little better, I think. Yeah, it is better. And I'll do something else with these fans. These are kind of useless anyways. Could have these on here last year, but they didn't do anything. They're just for show, really. Kind of fell on the stove when I was trying to clean it the other day. I think I moved it. There we go. And I think I spilled some ashes, so I'll have to get that cleaned up. So, one knife and a brush can go back here and sit on top of the vacuum. Okay, it started up. It's working. All is well with that. It's kind of cold in here, so we're going to turn it up to like 4. Let it warm up the room. Okay, now we're going to move into the kitchen. I reuse these bags for the trash. Oh, gotta mark this down. Today is Tuesday. One more bag. Okay, now we'll move into the kitchen. The kitchen is kind of messy, so we'll get this kitchen cleaned up. And this is what I do with these. Let's put this in here and throw it, and that's good enough for me. The only thing that really goes in here is plastic film anyways. Anything food related goes in the sink. So this is fine. Okay. I think that the dishwasher's full. Yeah. The ash comes off very easy. Even a lot of times just water will take it off. All right, let's see what we got here. Not too much in here. We got a pot, which I'll put on the stove for now. We got some plates. Oh, this is an odd one out. Had I known that, I probably wouldn't have kept it. In fact, all of these are oddballs. These don't really have a place. I guess I'll use these when I get somebody food. Just about out of space in the cabinet, so something with those. Okay, and I got a bunch of dirty stuff on the. It's kind of dark in here. Turn some more lights on. Good, now I can see. The heck, this is all sticky. I hate sticky food. Actually, that's not entirely true. I like honey, but I don't like the cleanup. Open. Okay, I think that's everything. It's not going to really fit anything else. So. Although I'm going to use a few more plates before the end of the night, I'm just going to shut it on now. I always like to make sure the stuff is cleared out. There's nothing in the drain before I run this. Okay, that's good for this area. Charging up some camera batteries. This is fine there. That's stuff I'm going to use later. I need to clean up the toaster. The toaster is gross. For heaven's sakes. How the heck did that get on the outside? That's a little strange. It's not the strangest thing that's occurred around here, but it's definitely unusual. And that's right, folks, I'm cleaning it with it plugged in. Oh my gosh. Jumped under the element somehow, but I'm not sure there's really a good way to clean that. No, I think I'll just leave it for now. And I'm going to vacuum later, so I'll just sweep all this junk onto the floor. Okay, lastly we'll clean up the stove, which I'm going to buy new things, whatever these things are called, because these are starting to get kind of scuzzy. I don't quite understand how this happens. I mean, to me this would infer that my pans are leaking, but I don't believe that, so I don't understand that in the slightest. The oven here doesn't really get that dirty because I don't use it much. I very seldom bake something for more than one serving. I don't like baking that much. And now we gotta clean the windowsill because I just took the air conditioner out and it's all grimy here. I think that just needs a coat of paint. Whatever, I don't really care about that. I'm gonna replace it eventually anyways. Alright, that's a wrap for now. It's time for me to go to sleep. I'm tired. The kitchen is clean. Or at least it's cleaner than it was. I suppose I can do the vacuuming on the video too, as I'm going to do that anyways. So, might as well film it. Oh, this I need to wash by hand. I don't think that this is dishwash safe. I'll go get a new towel to try that off with. Okay. That's that. And this area, for whatever reason, tends to get really grimy up in here. It's always, it gets gross. soap thing like leaks and gets soap everywhere. That's annoying. Okay, that's a wrap for the pellet stove and kitchen cleanup. I'm gonna make dinner and go to sleep. I forgot about the vacuuming. here and clean the floor and put the mess back. Okay, now it's time to make dinner and go to sleep.